We're live.
We are live. Well, you were going to say something, Shane?
Yeah, so when just before they declared, when it was Cummins who holed out, and so that's like, I think we should head down, they're not about to declare. My exact words, and I swear by them, were, no way they're declaring. And then you see both the batsmen run off and they're like, oh, they are declaring. So with them, we also all ran down and here we are.
Here we are. So simple. The target for India is 444 in 137 overs potentially.
Yeah.
As Danny Morrison would have said, the 3-4s.
The triple fours.
The triple fours. And you have 4.5 sessions.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's all. Simple.
You what?
4.5 sessions.
Away from?
No, you have 4.5 sessions to...
What did I say in the last two? Survive. To survive. So basically, look, in the history of Test cricket, the closest India have ever gotten was 429 when they were chasing 438 in 1979 against England at the same venue.
So they basically have to break 2 records.
They fell short by 9
runs. That also, by the way, is a match that's remembered for slow over rate. Even though back then you didn't have the concept of slow over rates, but there was mischief at the end of the opposition. But here now one can say that fair and square, you will have a result. You will have a clear winner. There won't be a joint. I don't see there being a scenario where you'll have a joint winner.
No, because I think Australia timed it perfectly. 4.5 sessions, 400 runs. You're thinking that's about an average of 100 odd runs per session. You're dangling the carrot.
Yeah.
You're telling the Indians, it's not impossible, but...
They've given India a little bit of, half a bait. It's not a proper bait. It's way beyond, for any team. Even, baseball, it's challenging for them as well.
Because the conditions.
There is turn on offer. They know Nathan Lyon is somebody who has the board over the Indian batters. That is going to be psychologically something. But again, there is, of course, the history as well. You cannot forget what happened at the Gabba. You can't forget that this is an Indian team that likes taking the attack at times if they see, or if they sniff a win, let's say. But even then, Australia firmly in the driver's seat.
Absolutely.
And looking at it, as I was saying, 429 at this venue in 1979. In 1978-77, India were 445 in a chase of 492 and they lost by 47 runs.
Yeah.
So, okay, but what was the situation at that time? It was a true wicket. It was just a true wicket, and the host broadcasters would like to play really cheeky, talk about us being positively positive. They never underestimate the
Positively
Indians.
Positive. Alright.
Yeah.
So much positivity, the power of positivity.
The power of positivity. So 137 overs, and also there is a faint chance that there could be rain on day 5 for 2 hours.
Faint is the key word here.
Yeah, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and that is the light roller.
No, that looks
that's the
great.
heavy roller.
roller.
That is the heavy roller.
The heavy roller.
But heavy roller, that means the Indian team are picking the heavy roller, right? It's the batting team who Jesus. That means they're really hoping that for the hour or so that the pitch is relatively, eased out, they're going to look to make hay while the sun shines, because after that pitch is going to break apart like crazy.
Exactly. I just hope this heavy roller doesn't break it too
By the way, they've had one heavy roller already on the pitch.
Yesterday.
Yes.
The first time that
And this morning too. So the heavy roller has been...
So that's what, if it breaks, and given the sunny conditions, by the way, if it breaks a little too early, then you expect the longest of spells, let's say, from Nathan. He'll be toiling it the whole day.
Then Nathan Lyon's going to be plugging away at one end very nicely. In fact, what tomorrow? You could see 6-7 wickets fall today if it really comes down to that. Yeah.
I don't
of
think
course.
So. That might not happen because see, the pitch is still good for batting if you look at it.
I mean, let's not mistake Mitchell Stark's batting for it being an easy pitch.
See,
let's give him some credit there.
This Indian bowling in this session was listless.
That's
really listless. That's why you could see Carey and Stark stitch together what was a partnership of 93 runs.
Wow.
I mean, is it?
Is my mic off? Oh my
Oh,
god.
Wow.
So many things said went
Unsaid.
Luckily. So.
Yeah, because what happens is it picks up the thing from one of our mics.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's good. So what I'm saying is, see, the highest test score that has been chased, 418, 414, 406, and in England, 404.
So you're chasing all kinds of history at this point.
Yes.
All kinds of history.
Yep. So.
But,
You
if
go.
there's anyone who can, chase this down on a pitch like this, it should be the Indian batters, because you get conditions like these in India. But then again,
Then again, I think I like your follow-up point that you don't have one player who you can convincingly say will be a good player in turgid conditions. Yet Pujara also gets suspect against spin.
He can. See, let us see now, because you saw in the first innings what happened, that the Indian batters just could not step up to the Australian bowling.
Yeah.
Much more disciplined, much more ruthless. And remember, now the pitch will have more up and down bounce. And tomorrow the conditions are not going to be as sunny. It will be cloudy. And I think we are getting some cloud cover that is coming, isn't it? It seems, or is it just?
But those are regular clouds. There's no cloud cover.
Yeah, it isn't. It's just white cloud. So
Yeah.
that way, Cummins, Boland, and Green. These three guys are really going to be the key on this kind of a deck. Agreed. Stark also, but remember, Stark can leak runs.
And that's why I think you see who's taken the new ball.
Paddy
Cummins.
Cummins.
I think it'll be Cummins and
Of course.
Boland maybe, but I think I don't know. I would still back a Stark.
yeah, please don't break any of our batters.
Fingers, you mean? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you already got one batter. who-
Already broken the spirit, I think.
Enough.
Yeah. Who's going to stand first, like Joe Root and Johnny Bairstow? That's the question. Who will be the Joe Root and Johnny Bairstow of the Indian team at this
Indeed.
point?
Who is he?
Maybe Kohli and Gill? The Prince and the King.
Yeah, I think so. Could be Rohit Sharma as well, but let's see.
I don't know. See, it's going to be a very, very difficult thing. There is a reason why 400 plus totals are not chased very frequently.
True.
Yeah.
Pressure plus the intimidating factor of.
Pitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right in the channel, first up.
And I think there was a hint of inside movement. Yeah.
Hint of inward movement.
That's something that always troubles Rohit.
Contemplate
And
that,
remember,
a long walk towards
there are
the-
just 42 minutes left. This is one particular session where you have to just hang in to tea.
Yeah. So crucial 42 minutes coming up then.
Yes. Remember, this is a very tricky time. You have to survive, you have to score us, but my momentum is broken because tea is in the next 42 minutes.
I think at this point, no, never mind scoring runs, survive. 42 minutes, just survive.
Yep.
It's easier said than done, but just survive. Don't do that. Yeah.
Arey, so what's he gonna
Shot.
do?
Oh,
Do
but he
not go
bisected
short
the-
to Rohit Sharma. That's dumb.
No, by the way, this is something that they did in the first innings as well.
Yeah.
There were, I remember multiple times there were two fielders on the leg side for him, but he still managed to find the odd boundary, even though he didn't last for too long. But
That's because-
I don't know here what the strategy could.
That's because during the BGT, I remember there were a couple of times where they kind of banged one in short and he'd end up holding out. But I think he's overcome that problem now. And truth be told, he's never really been troubled by a short ball.
It was never really a problem for him. Maybe it was those, let's say, those 2 occasions out of 10 where he does end up finding that fielder.
Exactly.
It was probably those 2 times during the BGT. But otherwise, that's not the ball to bowl.
No, you have to be bowling to him outside that. There. That.
Yeah.
He has to bowl around the off stump line.
Just the
Yeah.
4th, 5th stump line, that's
Yep.
the channel you got to operate.
But again, remember, look at how on that same length, one didn't bounce that much, but the other one leapt up. So,
Uneven bounce for sure.
as I said, scoring at over 137 overs. Let's see, 137 into 4, 137 into 3. If we look at it also, 3 plus. You have to score at a run rate of 3 plus. Not going to be easy.
No.
Not at all going to be easy. So that is why it's an uphill task.
Yeah.
Very uphill task. And remember, India didn't make any inroads in this session at all.
Yeah.
So
It was a struggle really. I think a couple of wickets came due to them throwing their wickets away. And once Cummins went, he's like, okay, 444, that's enough. Let's go.
you got 2 bowlers who are rested in Boland and Lyons.
Did our gentleman here confuse the mid innings break with the tea break?
Or is he bringing us food?
Anurag has always been confused when it comes to breaks. When we say lunch break, our lunch break, we have already done tea.
Such a hardworking chap.
I know.
Breaks when to take and when not.
Yeah, Anurag is hardly working, so that's. Yeah, I said-
Shots fired, Anurag, shots
Yes,
fired.
shots
Pew, pew,
fired
pew.
indeed.
Oh.
So 42 minutes.
Don't do that. Next time he wants to stand by before.
Yeah.
And he'll keep your audio unmuted.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest?
And then people will get to know what all you say about Dhoni.
Truth hurts. Truth hurts.
Anyway, 40 minutes. These 40 minutes are going to be crucial. खुदा भी नहीं खरीद छीन
ये
सकता
40 मिनट अगर तुम अपनी जिंदगी का सबसे बेहतरीन क्रिकेट खेल ली है तो खुदा भी तुमसे 40 मिनट लेंगे।
But then the problem is that there's 4 sessions after that also.
I don't like.
Abhi Bilal.
I don't like the film.
क्या
Chuck the India.
I didn't mind it. It was good
because
enough
it got hijacked by cricket when it was supposed to be for hockey.
It got hijacked by anything related to India.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, not just even. I've seen it used even otherwhere.
Yeah.
Really, just gets used everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what are your predictions till T?
If India can go in
I am
without,
going with the Stumps prediction. I will say 100.
What,
T,
sir?
T,
T, na?
T,
Maybe
T.
No wickets lost. No wickets lost.
I think India will lose 1 wicket. I just have that feeling.
I say no wickets
So
lost.
we've got
40
another
minutes.
40 minutes.
You
Yeah.
tell me first.
Okay, sir. So Saransh wants us to predict what the Indian scoreboard could look like at T. I'll go with India being 1 wicket down and just about 25 odd runs, 30
Yeah.
runs.
No wickets lost for 30 runs.
Oh.
Gagi?
I think somewhat around 40 and no wickets lost.
Really?
I'm being very
You are giving people
Siddharth?
some serious hope.
Shane.
I say 20 for 1.
24 1.
So 3 out of
Who's the one who's going out?
Rohit at this point, really, he was kind of.
40 for
Then again, I can't say much because I haven't seen
Gill
Gill face a ball yet.
India will be 40 for 2.
40 for 2. Okay.
I'm just saying 40 for 2.
Cricket is fun.
Cricket is fun. Okay.
I will not tell Sridhar Deshpande's prediction.
Sridhar
Five for
Deshpande
three.
is here to deflate
Everyone.
everyone. He doesn't want.
See, it's not overcast and cloudy like Old Trafford or if we may say Birmingham. And it's Scotty Boland.
I told you, I think with Boland, they want to exploit that in swing of his right now.
Yep. Oh boy, the cult hero for Australia.
And of course, they'll keep showing that
Of
ball.
course, they'll have to.
That consistency of bowling at 1 point again and again, then
Yes.
His second delivery is to look
The
out.
only other Aussie bowler I can recall doing it with such consistency has to be Glenn McGrath.
And Hazelwood too, really.
Hazelwood. Yes.
Hazelwood.
Remember, if Hazelwood was playing, oof.
Then actually.
But I think they've gotten a good replacement in Boland.
Yeah,
So-
very
Very
good.
like for like.
Yeah.
Yes. So Akshay Khiste is like saying 43 for 1. That is the thing. 24 for 3.
So it's DK. Yeah, he's finding time to come commentate here also.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Superb guy, yeah.
Indeed. But
Can't
his
say that about his shirts.
his analysis has been good. In this World Test Championship, whatever numbers, analysis that he's pointing out, he and Kumar Sangakkara make for a very,
No, I think
very articulate.
Even Langer's.
Yeah. Langer and Ponting and especially
Not Mayanti, by the way. We're talking about Justin here.
Justin Langer. I know, but
No harm.
Ricky
I know she's
Ponting.
not here.
Ricky Ponting, I was saying, he and Saurav Ganguly were commentating, and boy, the analysis was mind blowing. And to think these two were at the helm at Delhi Capitals, and look what happened.
I read 2003 World Cup final. We'll never forget Ponting, Ganguly.
The Springs.
Yeah.
The Springs. Okay, so shall we take
Yes.
A leave.
A very short leave.
very shortly? We'll be back for the tea break
Oh, see.
soon in the next 36 minutes. So see you. Bye bye. Take care.